Welcome back to Afternoon Live. It is already March 1st, which means St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. Here to get us in an Irish state of mind, we welcome back professional baker Megan Diaz.
Hello.
Great to see you.
Good to see you.
Tell me about this recipe that we're cooking up today.
Yeah, so St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner.
So soon.
I know. It's just like the holidays come so quick now.
Yes.
But I was giving it some thought, and Irish soda bread, it's just like that's the one time of the year it gets spotlight.
Okay.
And I thought, you know what, let's kind of approach it and see if there's a way we can kind of make it fun and interesting.
Ooh.
That people might want to incorporate it more in their day-to-day baking.
Sure.
Because it is super quick, it's super easy,
Okay.
and it pairs super well with all those lovely things that we cook during the wintertime, like soups and stews and that sort of thing.
That's a great point.
So it's like I wanted to kind of approach it like if you want to add it to like just a daily thing and not just during March. So
It's always nice to have a bread or a baked good along with those nice cozy recipes.
yeah, and this comes together so quick and so easy. So I just kind of thought like what type of bread I like to do with my soups and stews, and I thought like let's do a seeded kind of a more whole grain kind of situation.
Okay.
So all right, if you want to get the seed mixture put together, we've got 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, and then we've got 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds, and then we've got 2 tablespoons of flax seeds and 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds. And then for a little bit of just like some herby, spicy notes, there's a teaspoon of fennel and a teaspoon of caraway seeds.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah,
This is going to be so fun.
Yeah, and then I have and then you can mix that all together. And I'll get the dry ingredients together. I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and I've got 1 3/4 cup of spelt flour. So I wanted to add a little bit of whole grain in there, so I added some of the spelt flour in there. And then I've got a tablespoon of sugar, so not much.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, just sweeten and round everything out.
Perfect.
And then a teaspoon of salt. And then what makes soda bread is baking soda. And so that's 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And then if you want to add 3 tablespoons of that seed mixture, we're going to put some in it, as well as some on top.
2, 3.
Perfect. And we're just going to mix this all together. And then
This already has so much great smell, and I'm excited for the texture. This is going to be so nice.
And then our wet ingredients, just good old buttermilk. So 1 3/4 of cup of buttermilk. Yep. That's it. And you're just going to add that in.
How great.
I know, this comes together so easy. And every time I make it, I go, I don't know why I don't do this more often.
Right?
Because it's so nice to have like a fresh loaf of bread with like a big pot of soup in the wintertime. And this doesn't require, using yeast or kneading or proofing or any of that stuff. So it's just like it comes together super quick.
Yeah, what a great recipe.
So I like to mix it till it just kind of starts to get shaggy like this. And then I'm going to dump it out on the counter. We'll have to get our hands a little dirty. But this way we can kind of get everything gently
incorporated. That's worth it though, if you don't have to wait for all those other things that you typically think of when you're baking bread. Getting your hands a little messy is not so bad.
So I'm just going to kind of slowly knead in all of those dry ingredients. And we're just going to keep doing that until all those get incorporated in.
Easy, easy, easy.
Yeah.
This is coming together so quickly.
It comes together so quick.
Okay.
And if there's a little bit of dry, you can, just as long as it doesn't feel too wet to you still.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We got something going here.
And then we'll kind of rush this along.
Yeah, we're doing the TV version today. But.
So I just like to shape it into a round. Just like that. And then I'll get this kind of out of our way.
Alrighty. That looks so great already.
Yeah, and then we'll put it on a parchment line. And then just kind of that little bit of extra buttermilk that's sitting in your measuring cup. I just use that.
Yeah,
a little brush.
Have to pour out anymore.
And then just brush the top with a little bit of buttermilk.
Yum.
And then if you want to sprinkle the rest of those seeds on top. So we got a little bit in and a little bit on top.
Should I just go for it? I'm being kind of delicate about it.
No, you can go for it. All right, perfect.
Make it fun. There we go.
Love it. And then to give it the little cross on top, or the X, good serrated knife, sharp knife. You're just gonna cut pretty aggressively down. Don't be shy.
Yeah,
so
you're
about,
going like a good halfway
about
down
halfway
there.
down.
Okay.
Yep. And then this gets baked at 400 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
And then it comes out all golden brown
Look
and
how
ready
pretty
to go.
the color on this is. Well, and I love you already said all the great recipes that you could serve this alongside, right? I'm diving in.
Yeah,
I'm
I put a little butter on top for you.
Oh. Can you freeze this as dough ahead of time or freeze the actual bread, or is it best kind of fresh?
It's best fresh, but it definitely freezes up pretty well too. So if you only eat half of it, or you could even half the recipe and then just make a smaller loaf too, and then that way you can enjoy it. But also if you keep it wrapped up, it'll stay good for a couple days too, so you can kind of keep snacking on it.
I love how easy that was, and the flavor of all the seeds added in is so nice.
Yeah. And you can mix up the seeds, whatever you feel like, you know, in the mood for that day, or if you don't have anything.
It's got all the soft and crunchy and all the different things that you hope for.
I know. Nice
Thank
little
you so
loaf
much.
of bread.
So yummy.
Yeah.
Great to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you.
We'll have more on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this. Bye.